This is IGN. Another Nintendo Direct announced for this week? Welcome to your IGN Daily Update. But first, Capcom has responded to ongoing fan speculation about Resident Evil Requiem being an open-world game with a definitive-sounding response. Fan discussion and leaks around the game have long pointed to Requiem featuring more open exploration than in previous Resident Evil titles. This suggestion was fueled further earlier this month by the release of a fresh gameplay snippet that included a look at a bustling city street, complete with pedestrians and traffic. Now, however, Resident Evil Requiem director Koshi Nakanishi has stepped in to set the record straight, having seen the discussion online. In short, anyone hoping for an open-world Resident Evil should reset their expectations. The development team did just want to make clear one point, Nakanishi told Game Informer. They've seen some speculation of whether there's any open-world elements in the game, and they just want to set the record straight that this isn't an open-world game. The main concept behind this game is combining the very different gameplay of Grace and Leon into a cohesive package, and having those two gameplays represent the Resident Evil series. And I think when you play the game, you realize that, or you will find as well that the development team picked the best approach to do this. In other words, what you should expect from this game is for Grace and Leon's portions to feel like how they've already been pitched, with Grace's focus on horror and Leon's focused on action, as an extension of the Resident Evil franchise's existing games. And Prime Video announced Monday that they're moving up the release dates for the final 2 episodes of Fallout Season 2. Episode 7 now launches today, January 27th at 6 p.m. Pacific Time, and the season finale, Episode 8, will now begin streaming on Tuesday, February 3rd at 6 p.m. Pacific Time. The final 2 episodes had originally been scheduled for Wednesday releases. The first season of Fallout was a binge release where all the episodes dropped on the same day, whereas Season 2 has been a weekly rollout, which makes viewership comparisons tricky. For more Fallout coverage, find out about the planned Fallout Shelter reality TV competition series, and discover what it took to pull off those game-accurate death claws this season right now at IGN.com. Another Nintendo Direct is coming this Thursday, January 29th, dedicated to the company's upcoming social sim game Tomodachi Life Living the Dream. Coming just days after a Nintendo Direct focused on the Super Mario Galaxy movie, which debuted our first look at Yoshi, Birdo, and more, the next scheduled broadcast from the company will instead return to its games. You'll be able to tune in for more details on the Nintendo Switch and Switch 2 Life Sim game this Thursday at 6 a.m. Pacific Time, 9 a.m. Eastern, or 2 p.m. UK time. The stream is set to run around 20 minutes. Living the Dream will be the third game in Nintendo's Tomodachi Life franchise, which lets you oversee a community of Mii characters. While a relatively niche series in the West compared to its bigger brands, Tomodachi Life enjoys a strong following among its fans, and particularly so in Japan. Now, the franchise will be getting its first dedicated Nintendo Direct, similar to how Kirby Air Riders was treated to its own presentation, and then a second last year. The series' first game, Tomodachi Collection, launched in 2009 for Nintendo DS, albeit only in Japan. Its 3DS sequel, Tomodachi Life, was then released worldwide and went on to sell a very respectable 6.72 million units. Memorably, Tomodachi Life experienced a backlash over its lack of same-sex relationships, something that Nintendo found itself having to comment on after rumors spread online that they were something that had been originally programmed into the game that was later removed. Nintendo denied this, though not before the controversy blew up to the point that it was parodied on late-night TV by John Oliver via a skit which featured crudely animated versions of Mario and Link snogging. Notably, Nintendo then promised that if it did make another Tomodachi Life game, it would make it, quote, more inclusive and something that better represents all players. While the status of same-sex relationships is yet to be confirmed, though maybe this week, Tomodachi Life Living the Dream is already notable for finally allowing Mii characters to have ears. It only took 20 years. That's your IGN Daily Update. My name is Tony Jackson. And if you want more news on your favorite games and entertainment topics, make sure to visit us at IGN.com. You can also download our free app on your phone or console and subscribe to our weekly podcast through the podcast service of your choice.
Spoken Layer.